If there's any advice I can give to you today, it's for you to learn how to be intentional about your happiness. Be intentional about the words, your actions, the things you do that is geared towards your own happiness. No one can make you happy if you don't make yourself happy. And one of the ways for you to be a very happy, well-rounded woman is when you master emotional intelligence. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Neze. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, you're the real MVP. If this is your first time coming across me, my channel, my video, I hope you get something from this video and I hope you get to stick around and subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing how to be an emotionally intelligent woman. There's no use living a life that you're not satisfied with or you're not entirely happy with, at least for the most part. Emotional intelligence is something that took me a while to master, but it was something I knew that I needed. I couldn't just be reacting to circumstances and just be acting out and just be miserable just because I cannot control my emotions. I was letting my emotions control me. And I was miserable. I was all over the place, just acting out and being sad and being all rebellious because I was reacting to my emotions. It affected me, it affected my relationships, it affected my friendships because I was always acting out instead of just sitting back and internalizing my emotions, processing what I'm feeling and controlling it instead of letting it control me. Emotional intelligence is something that everyone needs to have, especially women, because we're emotional beings. Our emotions control us. We flip out. We act out sometimes, and most times it's not really our fault. It's just the way maybe we're in a certain time of the month and we're feeling. And when we react that way, we're like, yeah, that's just who I am. That's not who you are. You have the power. You have the ability to control how you feel, how you react to things. Those things don't control you, and that's where the real power starts. Where you learn that you can control how you react to certain things. You may not be able to control how other people act, but you can control how you react to what they say and what they do. So today we're going to share 5 things that will help you to achieve emotional intelligence as a woman. I also have a 6th tip that's kind of a bonus tip that kind of, not only ties everything together, but also will help you to achieve emotional intelligence as well as achieve a well-rounded life. So let's jump right in. I have my notes as always, just so I don't miss anything. The first thing will be for you to see yourself as the master of your emotions. Listen, you can tell yourself that you don't control what other people do. You see, like I said in the intro, but you're the one who decides how you react to it. Somebody may just be a flipping, annoying person who just is getting on your last nerve. But you can just hold back and say, yes, this person is just an idiot. But do I really have to give them the satisfaction of knowing that their action is affecting me this way, or that their action is getting the most of me or the better of me? You have the power to choose how you react to things. It took me a long time to come to this realization. People can be whatever they are. That's not on you. But you have the power to choose to react. You have the power to choose to calm down and process first before you react. It's you. There's no one else. If someone is not getting any reaction out of you, there's no joy in them taunting you or trying to torment you or trying to be, nasty to you. If they're not getting any reaction from you, just imagine how much power you hold when you're not reacting to everything around you, where you're taking the time to process your emotions before you react. Let me tell you, this takes work. This takes a lot of intentionality. So when next something tries to get on your nerve or try to get a reaction out of you, remind yourself that I am in control. Say your name. Say, me, Jane. I am in control of my emotions. I am in control of how I choose to react to this particular circumstance. Just give it a try. The second one will be learn the act of silence. Listen, guys, this is coming from me. I like to talk. I like to express myself and to but there is great power in silence. Like when I came to this realization of how much power you have when you're silent, it changed my life. And I really hope it changes your life too. When things are heated, when everybody's, angry and talking and, spilling out all sorts, silence will save you from so much regret. Silence will make you to just keep your mouth shut and, process what is going on. I have tried this in so many situations. It works, guys. It does. It does. The moment you're silent, you process what is happening and you take back your power. You take back your power. So you keeping silent doesn't mean that you play smart or that you don't know what to do. You got it in you if you need to, but there's no need. It's not necessary. At the end of the day, the aftermath of all those reactions is not worth it. It's not worth it. Take it from me. It's really not. There's a saying that we have in my place, Adere Eboa Poala. It means that two people cannot be mad at the same time. So this silence is really when the other person is maybe, being a certain way. And it is in every relation, even with your kids, even with your co-workers, your friends, in your relationships, in your marriage. Two people cannot be mad at the same time. So be the bigger person. Be the bigger person, And the moment you keep doing it and practicing it, you get used to just being the bigger person. You hold back, you keep silent. It gives you so much power. It's the crux, to me, the most important step of emotional intelligence. You don't have to talk back. You don't have to answer back. If somebody says something to you that's witty, trust me, I'm the person who likes to give a comeback immediately. Like my words are very easy. Like I can just say something. So it took a while. It took a while for me to come into this power, this life-changing realization that you can keep quiet. You can keep quiet. And it's actually empowering. Most times it even makes the other party to realize, why is this person not reacting like this? Why are they quiet? And then you people can sort yourself out and trash your situation in a more mature way, emotionally intelligent way. You become an emotionally intelligent chick, a boss chick who doesn't just, use their words anyhow and just talk anyhow. You're in control of your emotion, you're in control of your words. It's so important. The third step would be how people act, how people behave. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. Just think about it. You're not the person who decides how somebody reacts or how somebody decides to live their life. It's not on you. In as much as women, we like to take responsibility for other people's action. They did it because no, that's not why. They did it because it's in them. That's just who they are. It has nothing to do with you. So you being an emotionally intelligent woman is coming to the realization that other people's actions really almost always has nothing to do with you. It's on them. I'm going to give you an example. So I was talking to a friend who I went to school with, and she called me literally in tears. She was like, "Can I talk to you?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, I guess so." And she was like, "My husband is not a very nice person." I said, "Okay, that's strange. That's strange coming from a wife. Why will you say he's not a nice person?" She said, "Whenever we fight, he says so many things to me." And the husband is someone who's very confrontational. He's a lawyer. He's very argumentative. And when he's fighting with her, he kind of keeps, the facts and everything. So she was like, when we're fighting, he says so many things, and he's so argumentative and so confrontational. And most times I don't know how to respond. I'm so overwhelmed because I've never seen anything like this before. So I don't know, it was like a light bulb moment for me. And I went, is he like this with other people? Or is he just like this with you? And she was like, actually, he's like this with other people. He's like this with his siblings. He's like this with his co-workers. He's like this with his friends. He's just an argumentative person, someone who likes to overshadow other people. So I was like, you see, that's just who he is. The person you married is the person who is exhibiting their traits in the marriage. The fact that he's like this, you're not the person who's making him to be overwhelming and argumentative and all up in your face when you people fight. That's just who he is. So you coming to the realization that when people do what they do, that's just them. It makes you to process people's action a bit more differently because you separate yourself from their actions. You separate yourself from what they did. They did what they did because that's who they are. I'm reacting the way I'm going to react because this is who I am. So that's so important. That's such an important step in your emotional intelligence journey. Just don't take responsibility for every action that people take. It's not on you, girl. It's not. It's on them. They chose to act like that. They chose to do those things. They chose to make those decisions. It's not you. The fourth one would be pick yourself up from dark emotional situations. Learn to give yourself pep talks and pick yourself up from dark places. Sometimes you're the only person that can save yourself. You're the only person that can help yourself. So most times when you're going through a dark phase, people can talk to you and advise you and giving their 2 cents and what they believe is their opinion of the circumstance and how you should act and what you should do. But do you know what's most important? Is the voice in your head. Is how you talk to yourself. Let me tell you what I do. I wake up in the middle of the night and I advise myself. I give myself pep talk. I'm the greatest person to advise myself because I know what goes on in my head. No one else does. And I know the true circumstance. Sometimes when you're sharing things with other people, you might keep some things back because it's not everything you go and just open your mouth and be saying. So you're the person who knows the true thing that you're going through. So learn to advise yourself, to give yourself pep talks, to tell yourself that you will be fine, that this thing you're going through is not, your life is not defined by it. The voice in your head, the voice that comes from you, is the most powerful voice. It silences everyone else's voice because you own yourself, you own your mind, and you're an emotionally intelligent woman. So when you're going through certain things, learn to advise yourself, talk to yourself, call your name, say, Neze, stop this. Neze, do this like this. Neze, process this better. Don't you think so? Have a conversation with yourself. Have a pep talk with yourself. It will really go a long way to help you with your emotional intelligence journey. The fifth one will be self-care. I feel like I talk about self-care so much that I should make a video on self-care. Just self-care. Self-care. Self-pampering. Listen, sis, you cannot pour from an empty cup. If your cup is empty, you cannot give. You have nothing left to give. So sometimes you have to distance yourself and fill your own cup. Filling your own cup helps you to manage your emotions and to be a well-rounded, emotionally intelligent woman because you're filling your cup. You're taking care of yourself. Whatever self-care is to you, whatever self-care means. Self-care may be taking a day off to get your nails done, to get your pedicure, to get yourself massaged. Self-care may be sending your kids to daycare and just being home and chilling in your element, eating the food you want to eat without someone calling your name multiple times and just watching Netflix and relaxing. Self-care could be giving your mom a call or calling your friends and just chatting with no care in the world. Self-care could be taking a trip or going to a restaurant or seeing a movie. I don't know because I don't know you. But whatever self-care is to you, learn to incorporate that into your life. It's going to help with your emotional intelligence because when you find yourself running low, it's very hard to take all these 4 previous advice I just gave because you're empty, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're stretched. But being an emotionally intelligent woman is knowing when to take a pause and refill your cup. So self-care is like top tier when it comes to being an emotionally intelligent woman. And the bonus point I said, the 6th and the bonus point will be, when you wake up every morning, choose joy. Just choose joy. Like you wake up and you say, good morning. If you do your prayers, whatever, and you say, today, I'm going to choose joy. Today, I'm going to be happy. Today, I'm not going to let my circumstances define me. Today, I'm going to take conscious steps towards my goals. Today, I'm going to drink more water. Today, I'm going to walk. Whatever it is, you have to wake up every day and choose joy. You know what? In choosing joy, you're choosing yourself. And in choosing yourself, you're making yourself into a well-rounded, emotionally intelligent woman who chooses herself, who wakes up every morning, chooses herself, and chooses joy. So this is like life-changing. It's just like waking up, and it's so simple. Like this morning, I'm going to be happy. This morning, I'm going to be joyful. This morning, I'm not going to let my circumstances define me. Wake up every morning and just choose joy. If you've watched up to this point, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you get to stick around and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao Bella. Mwah.